Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's your boy David B, or you can call me Good Life, guys. Guys, how are you guys doing? It's a new week. I'm wishing you guys a happy new year from wherever you are, and I'm also saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening from also wherever you are in the world, guys. How you guys doing? I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you guys went out. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. You get me? I hope you guys are chilling. If you're not chilling, you are definitely wrong, guys. If you're not chilling, you are definitely wrong, guys. So it's your boy David B, guys. And you know, anytime I say I'm back with a banger, guys, I'm always back with a banger, guys. So, guys, I plan not to make this video long, but we're going to dive in straight to the charts, guys. I woke this is like very early in the morning. This is around 3 minutes past 6 a.m. in the morning, and guys, I'm sitting on my screens just for you guys to give you guys the best update. I told you guys that this year is going to be different. Everybody must trade this year. Everybody must trade this year, guys. So now let's dive into my screen. It's your boy David B, guys. Sit tight, grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your popcorn, whatsoever you want to eat, you want to drink, grab it, and then watch, learn, and trade this. Take this particular trade, guys. I've not said this before, but guys, take this particular trade. So now let's dive into my screen, guys. So here on my screen, guys, here on my screen is gold, guys. For all my gold fans, for all my gold lovers, here on my screen is gold, guys. And guys, something very crazy is happening right now on gold, guys. Gold is looking juicy, ready, whatsoever I can call it. Gold is ready for a bullish move. So now let's dive in. This is the weekly time frame. So now, guys, I'm going to break it down. Let's start from the very beginning on gold, guys. I'm going to break it down, guys. So now, as a swing trader, I always tell you guys that we work with basically 4 major time frames. We work with the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hours time frame now. So now on the 4 hours time frame, guys, the overall direction of price is bullish on the monthly time frame. You can see that price is very bullish on the monthly time frame. That is what we use, guys. Always use the monthly time frame to know the overall bias, and the overall bias right now is bullish, guys. The overall bias right now on price is bullish, guys. So now we dive into the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we're going to see if we can like locate any structure or any major zones on the weekly time frame, any major support level, any major resistance level on the weekly time frame. And also we're going to mark the recent high of the weekly time frame and the recent low of the weekly time frame. You know that is for sure, guys. That is for sure, guys. So now on the weekly time frame, we are also very bullish on gold, guys. But I've noticed something on the weekly time frame. Remember, guys, I say we mark the recent highs and we mark the recent lows. Now on the weekly time frame, we can clearly see that price in a bullish move has created series. Let's start from a series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. And price right now is sitting at the previous higher high to create what they call a new higher high, right? Price created a higher high here, created a higher low, created another higher high, and then price right now has created a higher low that is sitting on the previous higher high. That is this level, guys. You can see. Let me clearly remove this. Let's remove this now. Now you can see that price right now is retesting these previous highs, turning here into a support level, guys, turning there into a support level. And now we have marked that zone, very important. And now we're going to mark the weekly highs. This is the weekly highs, and then we're going to mark the weekly low. Now this is the weekly low. Now since we have done that, that is the 3 major zones we have gotten from the weekly time frame. Now because the weekly time frame, the trend is so steep that we cannot really see much detail, we go to the daily time frame for more breakdowns and more analysis. So now we adjust on the daily time frame. We're going to adjust on the daily time frame. Here we adjust to here on the daily time frame, and I can see the highs is okay, and then we are going to adjust this. Yeah, we're going to bring this down a little so we can have 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3, 4, and 5. So now we are now going to look for trend line support on the daily time frame, and we're also going to see if we can locate minor levels on the daily time frame, guys. Remember, we are going to use the monthly time frame to find the overall bias of price. Now we use the weekly time frame to mark our weekly highs and our weekly lows, and also see if we can see any other additional level, any other additional support or resistance that price is reacting to, which we have found that is this level. This is the weekly highs, this is the weekly lows, and now this is the level that we can see that price is reacting to. Now we come to the daily time frame to see if we can mark minor support levels or resistance levels, and also if we can see a trend line that is going to we can attach a trend line that is going to look perfect on the chart right now. So now let's try and attach a trend line, because I can see something like this from here, a trend line from here. All right, I can see this. Yes, so now the only thing I've gotten on the daily time frame is this trend line. I've gotten this trend line on the daily time frame. That's the only thing I've gotten on the daily time frame. Yep, this trend line. Now, guys, I want to explain something to you. As a swing trader, the number one thing you should always do when you open a chart is to know the overall bias of that chart. If price is buying on that chart, whatsoever you do, you should not be at the sell side of that chart, right? And now, on the daily time frame, now remember, we mark the weekly highs and the weekly lows. Now also, I forgot to tell you guys, now on the daily time frame, we are going to mark the daily highs and the daily low. Now you can see that yes, this is the daily high, and now the daily low. Inside of this little trend here, price, inside of this little bullish move, price has created structure inside of this bullish move, which we have. We're going to mark the recent low. We have this double bottom that happened, then price pushed to the upside, created a lower high, sorry guys, please forgive me, created a higher low, pushed back again, created a higher high, created a higher low, pushed back, created a higher high, and now this is a higher low. So now this is the recent daily low. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to keep it at the recent daily low, which is here. I'm going to keep it at the recent daily low, which is there, guys. So now you guys should understand me. Now I have just on the weekly time frame, you can see that we marked the weekly highs and the weekly low, right? So that's the same thing you do on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you go there and you mark the daily highs and the daily low, and then you attach a trend line. Which is this trend line, right? So now we are done with the daily time frame, guys. Price trading is very straightforward. This is the best strategy ever to trade gold, guys. This is the best strategy ever to trade gold. You don't want to be a trader. As a swing trader, you don't want to complicate your charts. You can see how clean my chart is. With just 3 lines, I'm already knowing where price is heading to. So now let's go to the 4 hours time frame. Now on the 4 hours time frame, what are we going to look for? Let me adjust this a little bit to here. Now on the 4 hours time frame, we're going to look at the recent trend that is occurring. With the recent trend that's occurring inside of the daily highs. Remember, we're going to look for the recent trend that is occurring in between the daily highs and the daily low. Right. So now inside of the daily low, I have seen something very, very magical and very, very exclusive. That is, I have seen price inside of this daily highs create what they call a downtrend, and in this downtrend, this is a higher low that price created here. I've been watching this trade for quite like a week now, since like the last year. I've been watching gold, and price has created this structure around here. Price created this downtrend, and guys, remember I told you guys, if you watch my previous video I made on US30, I told you guys that a steep downtrend, like you find it so hard to find the the lower lows and the lower highs. That trend is liable to break, right? It's liable to break so fast. But when you see a mega trend, like a strong trend, you find it very easy to locate the lower lows, the lower highs, the lower lows, the lower highs, the lower lows, the lower highs. That trend is liable to last because it's a strong trend. So now this downtrend that's occurring here is a steep trend. And guys, that is not just the juicy part about this trend. This particular downtrend created what they call a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, created a lower high, but failed to create a new low. Rather came back and created what they call a higher low for a higher high. And guys, I am here to announce to you, you heard it first on Good Life TV on my channel, that gold has just created a head and shoulder pattern. And guys, this is the neckline of that head and shoulder pattern, guys. This is the neckline of that head and shoulder pattern. Now let's look at the head and let's look at the shoulders. So now this, guys, excuse me, this is the head of this head and shoulder pattern. This is the shoulder, and then, guys, please, and then this is another shoulder. So now you can clearly see that we have the shoulder, we have the head, and we have the shoulder, right? We have the left shoulder, we have the head, and we have the right shoulder. And then that doesn't, when you see this, it doesn't mean that price is ready for a reversal. You have to wait for the break of the neckline. You have to wait for a break of the neckline. What do I mean by a break of the neckline? You have to see a candle close above the neckline. Now let me illustrate and show you guys. Now in a downtrend, price going higher highs, higher lows. Guys, why am I confusing myself like this? So now in a downtrend, price create what they call lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Now it comes to a point that price creates a lower high, creates a lower low, creates another lower high at the same level of the previous lower high, and fails to create new lower lows. Rather comes back and creates something like this, a higher low, and push back for a higher high. Now this is a typical head and shoulder pattern in a downtrend market. It shows that price is ready for a reversal. And when you see this, you don't just enter the trade. Why? Because you need more confirmations to enter that trade. That is when you wait for the break of the neckline. And this is the neckline. You wait for a candle close above the neckline, like we have seen here on the 4 hours, a candle close above the neckline. So that is it for a downtrend. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. We wait for what? A candle close above this neckline, right? We wait for a candle close above that neckline on the 4 hours time frame. Or if you are a day trader, if you are a scalper, you can find this particular chart pattern on the lower time frames, like the 15 minutes, the 1 hour, the 30 minutes time frame. Now in an uptrend, when you see price creates higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, it comes to the point that price creates a higher high, creates a higher low, creates another higher high, creates a higher low. Sometimes it might be at the same level, sometimes it may not be at the same level, comes back, tries to break, cannot now break above the previous high, rather creates something like this, and then decides to reverse. Now this is a typical head and shoulder pattern. Despite is not this new low is not at the same level. Sometimes it's not always at the same level. But remember, guys, I'm going to be teaching you guys on support and resistance. There are two types of support and resistance. We have the diagonal, we have the horizontal, and we have the vertical support and resistance. And I'm going to show you guys that one. That's the trick that some of you don't know, that there are two types of resistance. We have the horizontal and the vertical resistance. I'm going to also make a video to teach you guys that. So now when price creates this structure, you have to wait for price to break the neckline. And now this is the neckline in this particular head and shoulder pattern. This is the neckline, right? This is the neckline. So now that is it, and that is what price right now is creating on gold, guys. I woke up this early to come and show you guys, so that you guys won't say that I showed you guys late. So that you guys won't say that I showed you guys late. Hop on this trade right now. Gold buys. Now, that is not just the first confirmation, guys. Remember, guys, we use two confirmations to enter any trade. Number one, break of counter trend line and break of structure, guys. Now let's apply our trend line and our counter trend line and see if price has broken our counter trend line. Now we can clearly see that yes, price has broken our counter trend line. That is one. And you can also see that price has broken structure. That is two. And we can also see that price has created a head and shoulder pattern. What a juicy trade, guys. Hop on this trade, guys. I'm begging you guys, hop on this trade, guys. You are going to benefit a whole lot from gold buys. So now, guys, this is how my entry is going to look like, or this is how my entry looks like already, because I'm already on this trade. This is how my entry looks like already. This is how my entry looks like already. So now I'll be bringing my stop loss a bit down. I'm bringing my stop loss around here, and then, guy, I'm going for a 1:2 trade. Like, I'm going for a 1:2 trade. My original target that I'm expecting gold to push to now. Let's see where I'm expecting gold to push to now. Now we take our fib level. I use my Fibonacci a lot to know exactly where price is going to go to. I use my Fibonacci a lot. So now I am holding price currently. Let me show you guys, because I want you guys, you see this here, I want you guys to benefit from every trade that I take. Every single trade that I take. If you follow me, guys, you guys are going to benefit a whole lot from every single trade that I take. So now on the 4 hours time frame, this is our 100% retracement, is our first level target, and then our second level target is at level 4,645. Our first level target is at 4,545. Then the entry, my entry is quite very, I entered very early. That's at the close of this candle, which is at 4,402. But you can enter the trade right now. And also my stop loss is at 4,301, guys. So that is it for gold, guys. Remember, guys, we use the monthly time frame, the overall bias. We use the weekly time frame to mark our weekly highs and our weekly lows, and also check the overall direction, and also check for good levels, strong levels on the weekly time frame. And since the weekly time frame is not that detailing, we now scale down to the daily time frame to look for more levels. We mark the daily highs and we mark the daily low. And as far as price stays inside of the daily high and the daily low in an uptrend or in a downtrend, if it's in an uptrend, price is bullish. As far as they're not broken out of there, price is bullish. And if it's in a downtrend, price is bearish. So right now, price on gold is bullish. So now we now scale down to the 4 hours time frame, and we see that price has broken above our structure, and price has given us 3 good confirmations. Number one is a break of counter trend line, break of structure, and also a good head and shoulder pattern, guys. And then we have a candle close above the neckline, so that signifies an entry for us, guys. So that signifies an entry for us. It is a mad thing, guys. It is a mad thing, guys. So now this is very nice on gold, guys. Very nice on gold, guys. Left shoulder, right shoulder, this is the head, guys. And now this is the break of the neckline. This is like the neck of the head, the neck of this head. And now price has broken above it with a close of a 4 hour candle. And guys, that signifies a buy, guys. Guys, go and buy gold, guys. You guys should go and buy gold. Even though I'm going to report all of you, go and buy gold. Go and buy gold. Go and buy gold. Don't sell gold. If you are a swing trader, don't sell gold. Go and buy it. Go and buy it. So now that is it, guys. Don't mind me, guys. I just wanted to make you guys laugh for a few minutes. So that is it, guys. So now it's your boy Good Life. You heard it here first on my channel, that gold buys, guys. Gold buys, guys. This trade is so juicy, guys. Gold buys. You heard it here first on my channel. Gold buys. Do not sell if you are a swing trader. On the 4 hours time frame, make sure you buy. You know, I'm going to call police for you. Make sure you buy. I'm going to call Gigi for you. Make sure you buy. So now it's your boy Good Life. Do well to watch my videos, subscribe to the channel, guys. I like what you guys are doing. I like the new subs that you guys, the new gang, the new members, guys. Thanks a lot, and I appreciate it a lot. And guys, I promise that I'll be giving you guys more and more content that will make you guys know how to trade. Be at the top of your level, guys. Remember, guys, everything I do here is for free, and it's going to be of benefit to you. Whatever I do here is going to be of benefit to you. So guys, it's your boy Good Life. do well to watch my videos and then trade my videos and trade take my trades too, so that I can make more money from my analysis. And if you're a professional trader, an amateur trader, a beginner trader, hop into the channel, guys. At least there is one thing you are going to learn from my chat. There is one thing you can hope, if you are if you're a smart money concept trader, if you trade ICT, if you just trade normal price action like I do, use lines and then make your support and resistance and trend lines with patterns and structures. Guys, hoping at least there's one thing you can learn, guys. Show my channel more love, more subscription, turn on the bell notification icon, so when I drop a trade, guys, it alerts you immediately. Because if I drop it immediately and you watch it immediately, guys, you take that trade immediately, you're going to be on the same page with me, guys. So now it's your boy Good Life. Do well to have a good time and a good day.